Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Gold. We have got to get out of here so we can discover what in the world Team Rocket has done this time. There's no longer that weird fat dude selling slow poke tails over here either, who clearly had some kind of Team Rocket-esque influence. And if we look at our map, which I'm gonna pull it up right now, we are headed to, stop it. Okay, there we go. We're headed to Blackthorn City. And there's also Dragon's Den over here, which is another massive cave. Route 45. Dark Cave's over there. I think we've already been there. Silver Cave is over here. And then our town, New Barktown, which will lead us to the Elite Four if we continue going to the right off of where you can see, so it's off this map. But I think what we're gonna do right now is we're actually gonna head to Goldenrod. There are several trainers over here, like this guy turning around in mad circles like, where is he? Who's coming? Like that guy. So let's go to Goldenrod because I love Goldenrod. You know, this is some crazy music on here right now. Interesting. Oh my god, it's so sleepy here. Let's get on our bike. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. So Pokemon, they're nothing more than tools for making money. What a nice guy. I kind of want to, you know, I have endless respect for dudes like that. Not. Take over the radio tower? What? It's none of your business. So yeah, if you haven't guessed, there's like 1,000. Essentially what's happening is there's like 1,000 Team Rocket peeps. There's 1,000 Team Rocket peeps, because they don't get to be pimps, who are trying to take over Radio City and become part of the Rockets. That is essentially what this game is about. Just to let you know, Pokemon Gold secretly stands for Pokemon Let's Audition for Rockets. That's what it is. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. Yeah, because you're so terrifying. Oh my god, you wear all black. I'm so scared. Now, if I remember this part correctly, I feel like it's really intricate. But then again, I can't remember if this is one of those parts that I always think is really intricate, and it's not. So, I don't know. Oh my god, surprises in store because I can't remember everything. Cool, let's use Magnitude. I actually need to switch out Call of Dude with somebody else because he's high enough now that I don't need to like keep training him up. I mean, I do, but not so he's so massively ahead of everybody else, because that's what's gonna start happening. Oh boy. Oh boy. So at the end of yesterday's video, I started talking about E3 and Pokemon X and Y. And what I want to talk about now is E3 in general, because I never really said much about it. I was just kind of all Animal Crossing'd out. That's like I said, was my prior concern at that moment. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use Rock Smash on him because it's super effective. Anyway, yeah, I felt like this year's E3 was kind of weird compared to every other E3. Just specifically for Nintendo reasons. There was a lot of Pokemon stuff going on in it, and like I said, I wasn't impressed to begin with, so after I saw that trailer, then I was like, oh wow, well maybe this is something to, you know, celebrate and really keep track of. But then I missed like the main Pokemon event that went on, which I'm sure I could go back and watch now. But then I missed that, and you know, I didn't really hear much about it either, so I don't know how good that was or, you know, anything about it. And it just seemed like the conferences they had were not the same as they've been in the past. They were like weirdly concentrated, that's what I want to say. Like, where it was on one subject, not the entirety of, you know, whatever. Jigglypuff! Jiggly! I love Jigglypuff, can I have it? I want that Jigglypuff that's like twice the size of me. Look at how big it is compared to us. Anyway, I didn't, you know, I'm not a PlayStation person, and I saw a lot of people were really impressed with Sony. And that was another thing for me. I literally, oh, it's Jessie! She's a rocket grunt. It's literally Jessie. She has an Arbok, see? Jessie is in the game. Jessie! Big shout out to Jessie! Anyway. Yeah, I'm not a PlayStation person. I've never been a big PlayStation person. Really, the only PlayStation games I have actually spent time on were either super old ones from PlayStation 1, which I love those. The classics are the best. Kingdom Hearts I did get into, but I feel like I'm not very good at just the PlayStation controls, because whenever I played a Kingdom Hearts game on a Nintendo system, I can boss it, but playing it on the PlayStation, I kind of suck, honestly. But I think it's just because I'm not used to the controls and I don't like the controls. The other game I've played on PlayStation is, you know, DDR series, because I love DDR. So, you know, I haven't really ever gotten into PlayStation very much. So when everybody is like, oh my god, I'm so impressed with Sony, you know, I don't really follow it much just because I don't have the system and I'm not planning on getting, you know, PS4. So, which, you know, by the way, PS4 does sound cool. That was announced, and so was the Xbox One. Xbox, it takes a certain type of game to get me interested. I am just such a Nintendo fangirl and fan geek. I can't help but just, you know, go insane over Nintendo at all times, and then the, you know, Sony realm, it's okay. And the Xbox realm is a little bit better for me, honestly, but I still don't get into it as much. I could never get into it as much as Nintendo. I love Nintendo way too much. Just their style, their mechanics, everything. So, you know, I really didn't follow those too closely just because I'm not really planning on getting those systems. So it was kind of an awkward E3 for me. Plus I was super distracted with, you know, the ultimate Nintendo release as of late. So, I don't know. I can't really say a whole lot about E3, which this is the first time I've said that in like 4 years, but I honestly can't say much about it. I just don't, you know, it wasn't a very memorable E3 for me in a lot of ways just because of my personal opinions on these things. But, you know, I'm curious to know your thoughts. So, please share your thoughts in the comments of this video, because I want to hear what everybody else thought, in addition to just my friends, because, you know, obviously my friends and I all talk about it a lot and kind of share our opinions and everything, but I really want to know what you guys thought as well, because I know you guys were probably following it, and, you know, what's your opinion? What do you think about all the announcements at E3, or just one announcement in particular? I don't care. It can be specific, or it can be, you know, non-specific. Alright, Rocket Grunt is using something else. I'm gonna change Pokemon just because I said I would and then I didn't. Really? Is this all we can catch? We can only catch Rattatas and then evolve them maybe if we remember how to be cool. Like, I don't understand this. I also need to teach Warwick's Whirlpool, because we absolutely need Whirlpool to get to the Elite Four. Very true statement. That's why you get so late in the game. Alright, no, I'm not gonna bother changing because this is taking forever. And I'm gonna cut you. Alright, cool. Thanks, dude. Oh, come on! Rocket Grunt. Now that doesn't look like James. I'm really disappointed. We have Jessie up here and no James. Are they married? Because they should be. Who's that? Is that a table? What is that? Looks like a cradle. Alright, cool. I don't know. The blue around it confuses me. Oh my god, you're gonna go up those stairs. No, you're not. 3 years ago, Team Rocket was forced to disband. Well, guess what, dude? No one remembers that because you say lies. That's what I'm talking about. Da, 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 da. See, all they can get are rats and mud, essentially. Rats and grime. It's really cool. I wish I was a Team Rocket person. You know, I've actually thought about cosplaying as a Team Rocket nerd at one of the many conventions I go to throughout the year. Oh my god, he's a little flea! But I just never have gotten, like, the outfit together, and then I always end up coming up with something else. So I'm like, oh, guess I'm not going as Team Rocket anymore. Oh my god, you use sludge as a tiny little thing. You poisoned me! Dude! Okay, so, yeah, I have one of my outfits decided for next year's PAX, which I'm super stoked about. I wanted to go to PAX Prime. Technically, I still could, but it's probably going to be too much money, honestly. Because that's one of those things, like, you need to plan for way ahead of time, and I always say I'm going to, and then I don't, and it's like, oh good, I didn't plan for that at all. I'm glad that I thought about it in advance. Or I just know that I should probably use that money for something else since I've already been to PAX East, and that is like the love of my life at the beginning of the year. Let's use Warwick's because he's not poisoned and he can use Surf, and if I know it can miss. I played Pokemon Stadium retarded, but we're gonna pretend like it's not gonna miss. But anyway, yeah, I've totally thought about doing something from the Pokemon series as my cosplay, particularly with Team Rocket in mind. You know, because it's really not that hard of a costume to get together. It's like all black. You just cut out an R. You could cut it out of like red felt and stick it on yourself, sew it on, pin it on, whatever you want to do. You know, that's something I would actually love to do, is like a costume tutorial, because I'm really crafty with anything in the sewing realm. That is like my forte. So I'm always, you know, sewing, or you know, as you guys probably know, I crochet, as I've shown it off on my channel multiple times. I need to make a new speed crochet, too. I haven't made one of those since I made my Fire Emblem character. But, yeah, I love anything in the fiber arts. So, sewing, crocheting, any kind of just needlework is really awesome. I love it. You know, you have to have the patience for it, I guess, and I just have a lot of patience with that kind of stuff because I know I always love the result. The way it turns out, so worth it. I've seen like those crazy cross-stitch patterns people do of like Nintendo scenes, or like Mario scenes from like, and when I say that I mean like classic Mario, like Mario 1 or Mario 2, 3, Super Mario World, like all of those are so cool. I feel really weird that Team Rocket's giving me money for beating them. Isn't that like against the rules? I feel like a criminal wouldn't be like, hey, you beated me in battle, here, take $10,000 because, you know, you won. No, they're criminals. They'd be selfish, right? I would assume. Okay. But, yeah, anyway. True statement. Because I really don't think that would, no. Anyway, oh no, this isn't effective. Right, yeah, sorry. I forgot again, because I always forget. Oh no, I'm gonna die! I don't wanna die! Ah! Oh, okay, we're gonna switch. Oh boy. Fiber arts, awesome. Yes, I agree. So yeah. I'm trying to conclude this conversation I've been having with myself, and it's not working. But yeah, crazy cross-stitch patterns of like those classic Mario game scenes, awesome. They're so cool. Epitome of pimp. I really can't say it any other way. And those take forever. I mean, I've just like cross-stitched one character on a towel before, and it has taken so long. It's like, oh man, that has to take forever with a max amount of patience. You can't expect to get it done in a small amount of time, unless you're like a super boss, then maybe, but even then, it's still gonna take a lot of time. Da-na-na-na. Still can't get over that yell. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'll never know why, but I'll keep saying I don't know why. I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna know all the strangers like me. Okay, I think... Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't even think we're gonna make it to the Pokemon Center. We're gonna have to get some of the use on Call of Duty. He's no longer poisoned! Yay! Sorry, I really don't like making my Pokemon faint, and when I was little I was like, screw that, I don't care. But now it's like, oh, but their relationship! Somehow I managed to grasp the concept of that later. You know, I have a knack for ending these episodes in the Pokemon Center, so I'm going to go ahead and end this right now and say that we're going to continue with our journey through the radio tower to defeat Team Rocket next time. So this has been MadameWario. Thank you for joining me once again for more Let's Play Pokemon Gold. I'll see you next time. Peace out.